MERHROM urged United Nations and ASEAN to hold urgent meeting to deploy humanitarian aid to the Rohingya genocide survivors in Buthidaung and Maungdaw Township. Zafar Abdul Ghani Ahmed. Myanmar Ethnic Rohingya Human Rights Organization Malaysia, MERHROM, urged the United Nations and ASEAN to hold urgent meetings to deploy humanitarian aid to Rohingya in Buthidaung and Maungdaw. We cannot imagine how they survive without food, water, treatment, and shelter, especially women and children. Thousands of Rohingya from Buthidaung Township are trying to flee to Bangladesh while crossing a hill to Maungdaw Township. However, they were blocked by the Arakan Army, AA. We are worried as they are stranded without food, water, shelter, treatment, and safety. The Arakan Army confiscated Rohingya belongings including mobile phones, gold, and money on top of the killing and burning houses and other properties. We urge UN and ASEAN to intervene fast to save the lives of Rohingya genocide survivors. Delayed action only sacrifices more Rohingya lives, including women and children. ASEAN must protect ASEAN community from ongoing genocide and atrocities in Myanmar. ASEAN cannot fail the people of Myanmar again and again. 6. We need your intervention to save our lives. The current situation in Myanmar worsening with ongoing killings, rape, torture, and arrest by Myanmar junta. How do we define the future of the ASEAN when millions of the ASEAN community have lost their future due to ongoing genocide and persecutions? The ASEAN must deal with the situation in Myanmar due to its huge impacts on the ASEAN member states. While the ASEAN practices the non-interference policy, ASEAN must intervene when the internal issues impact the ASEAN member states. ASEAN must intervene timely and strategically to resolve the Myanmar issues, as there is no sign that Myanmar will return to normalcy. Recognizing ASEAN is committed to the purposes and principles enshrined in the ASEAN Charter, including adherence to the rule of law, good governance, the principles of democracy and constitutional government, respect for fundamental freedoms, and the promotion and protection of human rights. We hope there will be future for us and the rest of ASEAN community. As much as ASEAN and the international community wants the Rohingya to return to Myanmar, the root cause of our problem must be resolved. The Rohingya genocide must end, and we must be granted citizenship to allow us to return home in a voluntary, safe, and dignified manner. The Rohingya cannot live indefinitely in IDP camps, refugee camps, or in exile. This is a gross human rights violation and unacceptable. We request that around the world, we must stop xenophobia, Islamophobia, and hate speech that only puts people's lives at risk and becomes danger. Immediate measures and long-term strategies must be drafted to stop abuses and human rights violations. As the most persecuted ethnic group in the world, we call upon United Nations, including USA, Canada, EU, ASEAN, OIC, Australia, New Zealand, Malaysia, Indonesia, India, Bangladesh, human rights agencies, civil society organizations, media, and the international community to take necessary and practical actions against the military junta to stop genocide and atrocities in Myanmar. The people of Myanmar are suffering from time to time. They will be forced to leave the country continuously if we fail to stop the genocide and atrocity in Myanmar. Hate speech do not affect only Rohingya genocide survivor, but also your society and your future generation. We don't deny their lives, faith, and dignity under UDHR. All human beings are born free and equal with dignity and rights. This is my personal opinion of my studies about the globe conflict, genocide, war, disinformation, xenophobia, Islamophobia, and the hate speech is a new model of use politicians' agenda they use of the governments or opposition this world today. Please save innocent people around the world. Every UN member state has the right to protect and save innocent life. We only ask for one thing from the United Nations, superpower countries, and the international community at large. Please stop the war, genocide, and conflict. Save the innocent people around the world without further delay. We suffered enough. So many people died during the First and Second World War. We cannot have another war. War is not a solution. We are struggling to fight peace and justices. Please end war, genocide, and conflict. We suffered enough. So many people died during the war, conflict, genocide, hate speech, xenophobia, and Islamophobia. So many innocent people have heart attacks, and people are going to be attacked and killed. Thank you. Justice delayed is justice denied. Yours sincerely, President of MERHROM.